let me get the mac and cheese in frame, boys. Oh man, this is gonna be history right here. This is gonna be history.
Reduce your expectations, fellas.
Nah, trust me, you ain't gotta reduce them. You don't gotta reduce them. Hey yo.
Why my heart?
What up on my podcast, people? Listen, one and only legend of winning, aka Low. We back with another episode of the Peer to Peer Podcast, a special episode of Big 5-0.
Bro, my heart just started beating faster. What the? I'm not nervous though. I'm not nervous though.
Yo, you nervous to expose her?
No, it's not no expose, nigga. Hey, wait. First of all,
you
first
still got
things
feelings
first.
for her?
Why? Okay, so you're baiting this whole pod? Is that what you're doing?
You ain't gonna bait if you gonna
Why
tell
did my
her.
heart just start beating faster? Maybe it's because the Big 5-0. Y'all have to subscribe to the channel. Drop a follow, man.
Facts.
Come on, let them know what play. Oh, somebody said on Twitter, y'all don't mention Audio Mac people. Man, fuck Audio Mac. You ain't got no listeners on Audio Mac.
Apparently we do. If he telling you that you keep saying, you keep forgetting about him.
Nah, it's fuck Audio Mac.
Damn, bro. Fuck Audio Mac. That's tough. Hey, yo, shout out to all my Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, Audio Mac.
Hey, what did I just tell you about that, bro? Apple
Podcast people out there, you already know what to put after you rate them 5 stars. Put that mac and cheese down there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, of course, man. Shout out to all my, word of mouth people on YouTube who hit the subscribe button, then go, know the gang. Apparently, for whatever reason, YouTube was hating because they said that you couldn't know the game because our content was made for
that
children.
happened to the AMP channel and my second channel.
That doesn't make any sense.
But it doesn't happen to most people. It just happens to like a very few select people. I don't know why.
That don't make no sense because you need to stop demonetizing our videos.
Are we kids or are we not kids? I'm not sure which one
is it.
Hey, can I read a comment out real quick, man?
But real quick, man. I want to get them a huge shout out to, bro. We in the Big 5-0, bro. Y'all keep, bro, I'm telling y'all, know the gang and word of mouth people, bro. Y'all support us more than a push up, bro. I swear to God, bro. It don't make no sense, bro. It just don't make no sense.
Y'all support us more than. No, I'm about to violate. I ain't.
No, go ahead do it. Go ahead do it.
Hey, I want to read out this comment, man.
Right,
Can I read out this comment? It was so sweet. This is Cole Draco. He said, bro, I've watched every podcast episode, including the episode where you couldn't upload it to YouTube. So I watched it on Apple Podcasts. And while I was there, I gave it a 5-star. As a reward, we should get mac and cheese night plus a feature on it. Plus 2 hours or more. He asking for a lot. 2 hours or more long episode.
Hey, for the people out there who listen, who hear that, that's the mac and cheese rattling.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Real quick before we move on, this one I'm simping for now, man. It's like a different woman all the time. You know what I'm saying? Cheyenne Parker, still. You know what I'm saying? I'm still try.
Anyway, so I'd love to hear what books you guys have.
Bro,
I do love
bro,
that.
she's educated. She dropping financial videos.
I do love that accent.
And she got the accent.
I do love that accent.
So I will send her a DM.
Different vibe.
Yeah, I'm shooting 2% right now. Feel me on DMs.
And you shooting what, 3%
on those, man? But she got like a mil on Instagram, so maybe I need to send like a YouTube business email.
Of course.
Let me try to holler at you when you come to Atlanta.
She in the States?
I don't think so. Could be wrong though. I watched like 3 videos, bro.
Did you go get your nails done?
Nah, I didn't. Well,
some smell like nail polish. That's all, man. I know you put nail polish on your shit, but I'm just trying to figure out.
You know how bad my condition my nails are in right now for you to be saying something like that?
I didn't know.
My toes are in great condition. My toes is great though.
I just smelled nail polish.
Let me tell these guys about my toes real quick.
Yeah, but good luck on that scent, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know what her name is yet. I just know what her channel name is.
Pretty Loves Pink keep acting up. I might have to start simping for somebody else too, bro.
And you know it's crazy. She needs to know that you have other simping options.
That's what I'm saying.
So
bro.
I definitely feel you on that.
That'd be crazy. How hard should I? I'm just go fuck it. It'd be crazy if he was like her friend or something like that too. That shit be crazy.
Now you wouldn't do that.
Let me tell you something real quick. Tell me why. Okay, I was like on Twitter, right? And Pink said she was gonna stream today. I was like, my day was made.
Of course.
The day was made.
Of course.
I was like, shit, sit back, watch the king. You know what I'm saying?
The queen.
Queen. Watch the queen go crazy on the stream. But then she didn't stream. But then one of her friends, who I'm always in her chat, I don't know what she looked like because she don't really have a face cam up. So then she posts, she posts something today. I was like, oh shit, what? Oh,
what she post?
She posted something with her and her mom Dukes. I was like, okay, all right. I was like, okay. Had to give her the Futurama fry like squint. I was like, okay. I see what's going on. Then I had to go through the media real quick on the media tab on Twitter, and I saw her post like a full body pic. I was like, man, I missed this shit. I was like, let me find out real quick. Well, let me chill out real quick. That's
if she was loyal, she would have sent it to you first. In fact, it'd have been an exclusive.
But she's not that. I mean, we're not. You know what I'm saying? We're not. I'm not publicly simping for her yet. You know what I'm saying? It's still Pink. But yo, Pink act up.
You are
bro.
publicly simping for her.
Should I drop the name? Niggas will go. If I drop the name, niggas will go crazy on her shit literally tomorrow. I swear to God, they will.
I mean, I don't know what better episode to do it, man.
Yo, shout out to Hazel, bro. I swear to God, boy. Shout out to Hazel. Shout out to Hazel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Hazel. But before we ain't gotta get too deep into that because that's not what we here for.
Yeah, what we're here for, man. I was asking Lo yesterday.
On some real shit though. Say what you gotta say because you tend to forget shit.
I'm glad you know that about me. You know me so well. You interrupted me. I was like, you know, I'm gonna forget what the fuck I'm about to say.
Go ahead and say what you about to say.
We were supposed to record yesterday. I had bare energy. I never take naps. Yesterday, I accidentally took a nap after I uploaded a banger. You feel me? And I woke up. I'm like, Lo, let's do the pod. He's like, no. I'd rather simp for Pretty Loves Pink. I'm like, man, is now the fucking appropriate time? So I'm just, right now, fellas, man, I'm coming off a 4.5 hour A&P shoot, and we're doing it again tomorrow. No.
For real?
For real, yeah. I'm exhausted.
Look at you like, damn, for real?
So I'm a little tired, man. That's why I'm spamming energy drinks, you feel me? This is my third one a day, and I'm going to have a fourth one a day, but I heard that's healthy.
Yeah.
I'm dead ass trying to get a brand deal from them, so that's real healthy.
I do want to say this though, man. Shout out to y'all, dead ass. Like all jokes aside, no trolls, real talk. Episode 50, bro. Last episode was not only a 1 out of 10, but it was a 1 out of 10 by a fairly wide margin. I think that was the first time we actually hit outside of like Duke or Phantom on the pod. That was the first time we hit like 24,000 views in the first day, like within 24 hours. So shout out to y'all, bro. I mean, y'all been killing it on some real shit. Like not even no boost, no cap. Like straight facts. Y'all niggas been really killing that shit. You trying to like really push us into the $2 million account. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, people are in my fucking mentions telling me I'm a millionaire now.
Oh, you a millionaire after these podcasts? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not. This is actually my lowest revenue source.
I'm gonna say, but I mean, you need a smidgen more, so I'm gonna bump you up. So like I said
I
before, bro,
more money.
y'all really showing us love right now. Shit, my account look like a fucking compound sentence with the amount of commas in that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with that,
you know what I'm saying?
But you don't. But you're capping though. But I fuck with the way you presented that. That's a bar right there. No cap.
That's big facts. But like I said, bro, y'all really be y'all dead ass. Y'all do be showing love. I really fuck with it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get one.
The big homie real fuck with it. So let's go ahead and get to this story, dog. Let's go ahead and get to these stories.
Hey, you gas the story up too much. The expectation's way too high. The story's not that fucking great. Real shit.
Don't make me tell it.
No.
Don't make me tell it.
I actually need you to tell it though. For a part of it, because I actually don't remember a lot of it.
Oh man!
Actually, you tell the story and I'll jump in.
Well, part of it I can't tell because y'all went out.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll explain that part.
Yeah.
Because when I tell you dead ass, I just remember the highlights. You know what I'm saying? Can we preface the story?
It's the same chick that
with a whole bunch of disclaimers.
It's the same chick that assaulted him earlier. Same one. You was talking with King. We're not gonna tell everything leading up, but I'm just saying like same chick that you were dealing with, or that he's been dealing with for a second, that he was dealing with for a second. Same one that assaulted him. Same one that I told him, hey yo, bruh, chill out on that, bro.
Everyone told me that.
Yeah, everyone told me that. Same chick that was like not like a few podcasts ago. People were like, yo, who that girl in the background? Same chick.
That was not a few podcasts ago.
Maybe like a couple. Yeah, how many podcasts ago was it?
Like 15.
How many other podcasts ago was it where y'all heard somebody in the background and Davis came in here and he slipped on a banana peel and he busted his behind?
He had such a great memory.
Yeah, that podcast. And I was like, yo, who that in the back? Same one. I will give you loyal though. You still stick with your ones.
No, don't stop that. Hey, man, we're back. Apologies right there, man. Is that how we do these, or we just pretend like there was no cut? All right, we were just talking about...
Niggas gonna know it's a cut, though.
Hey, man, so a couple disclaimers off the fucking rip, because this pie is gonna make me look bad, bro. No cap, because I put up with a lot, feel me? And there's no reason for me to have, except the fact that, and I want to say this off rip, it was just very convenient. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
So, yeah, I had to remember, I left
And it was good, though, right? Was it not good?
Nah, I mean...
I'm talking about the sex.
Why would you ask me a question like that, bro? On a fucking podcast.
I'm just asking you, was the sex good?
I'm not gonna answer that question publicly, my nigga. What's good with you, bro?
I mean, if it would have to be good because it can be conveniently bad, and I don't think you'd be fucking with it.
Hey, okay, so when I dropped out of uni, I had like a 3-year period where I ain't talked to nobody. And at the time, I lost some context here. All right. At the time, I thought I was doing that out of like, that was my decision to not do that. You know what I'm saying? But when I was at my biggest, 90 pounds ago, man, when I hopped on quick little Tinder, man, just swipe like I did in uni, man, just see who's out there. Nigga, when I was getting 0 fucking matches, man, I was like, yo, this is tough. It seems as though even if I wanted to right now, I couldn't link up with nobody because I'm not at that, like nobody's going to find me physically attractive, period. Feel me? So then I moved to Atlanta, I'm on the process of losing weight. I'm still hustling, doing my thing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then I just bump into somebody and I didn't go out of, what we doing? We doing Instagram.
Go ahead, go.
Jeez. Yo, bro. Jeez. Episode 50, baby. Yo, so I bumped into her by accident and she asked for my number. Feel me? And so it kind of just came easy. And, after years, you feel me? Like once you start talking to somebody, you kind of just like all those feelings that you used to feel that you just forgot because it's been so long, they kind of come back up. So, and I didn't want to go out of my way to meet nobody anyway. Feel me? So, so I kind of just stuck with her because of that. So like when she was wilding and we would take like 1-2 month breaks or whatever, I was like, fuck it. I'm not really concerned about it. And eventually she hit me up like a month later, or it could be 2 months later. And I'll be like, oh, okay. Like, I'll just say yes. Like, oh, yeah, we can link up again.
Okay.
So this is one of those fights where we stopped talking for reasons.
But before, this was probably peak level. You were reaching peak level simp.
I don't think I was, though.
I'm talking about in the relationship wise. This was the peakest. This was the peak.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's not even close.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so I remember this was around the time where I was telling you, man, I miss just sleeping with somebody because it's been a while. You feel me? Now just to bring it back to present day. You feel me? I'm valid now. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. All the women I'm talking to right now, none of them are toxic at all. So like, I feel like I had to introduce just a little bit.
A toxicity?
Just a tiny bit.
No.
A tiny bit. I gotta introduce a tiny bit.
Let me ask you that. I low key like. Sometimes I feel like I be asking too much out of someone, and toxicity is definitely like when we was making our list of like things we looking for. Toxicity is at the bottom of the list. However, like it's not even like top 10, not top 20. It's like low, but when it's not there.
Kind of miss it
95% of the time, it's an amazing experience.
Yes,
but like there is the moments where I just need a little bit. I need like a smidgen of toxicity, just so I like what I'm saying, like from both of us, so I can like put you back in your right place. You know what I'm saying, like you getting out of line. You know what I'm saying, I can put my foot down and be like, hey you good? You sure you good? All right, say less. Or we just be playing around and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I love sometimes. It's from time to time though. When it gets too much, it'd be a headache. Bro.
Then it's just exhausting to speak to the person. Yeah, I don't want to feel exhausted. Then I'll feel very comfortable taking a month not seeing you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then it's like, oh, that was actually kind of a relief to not deal with you every day.
But you was dealing with the toxic.
Yeah, so I just had her over.
Call her Muck. Nothing but toxic.
What does that mean?
You know the Pokemon Muck?
Oh, the gooey guy?
Sludge, yeah.
Hey, so I had her over a bunch of nights, and she was livid that she was basically saying I had no accommodations at the crib. Feel me? And I was just thinking to myself, like, what would I do? You know, that's usually how I empathize with people. Like, what would I have done in that situation? And let me get back to what we was talking about. If I was let's say we didn't live together, Lo. If I was at your crib, man, and like I wanted to eat, but you didn't want to eat, or like I wanted tea, but you didn't have tea, I would just order it. Feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what my frame of mind was thinking. But she was arguing like, nah, like if I'm gonna be at your house, like you don't have nothing for me. Like there's nothing here for me at all. And
now let's also be mindful. When he says convenient, she lived close enough to where she could just go to her place and go get something to eat.
Word. So I don't know. I guess I can't speak for all women, but she had like this ability to like have an argument that had no foundation, and then present an argument from the very little she had that was like, oh, I could see how somebody might think that. Feel me?
No,
because I was trying very hard to just understand. Because I was like, this makes no sense. Like if I was you, I would just order food. Feel me? Like what was the holdup? Like if you want some, just. But I was like, all right, I could see maybe where she's coming from. So she's about to bounce, and I was like, damn, so she's not even gonna stay the night. That's real tough. Because I just spent like a few hours with her, so we can't have that. And I was like, all right, so what you want to do? And she's like, all right, just take me back home. And I was like, nah, what do you want to do though? Like, what you trying to do? And then I was like, you want to go like Walmart or something like that?
Y'all tell me what level of simp this is. We in the simp stage of it.
Oh shit.
Tell me what level of simp this is.
Hey man.
Here can this nigga.
No fucking way.
Pull up a seat. Pull up a seat.
Joking.
Pull up a
He's
seat.
fucking joking. No, I'm actually on my carnivore diet. That looks good though. Bitch.
I got this action.
For our audio listeners, no exaggeration, Waleed has cooked some mac and cheese.
Oh, man. Is that wild?
That looks good as fuck. Keep it away
Straight
from me.
out the pot, boy.
I had some beef ribs today, no cap.
How was it?
And it's spot right by the house, and it's halal.
But guess what? Guess what?
No cap.
Hey, but guess what though?
What's up?
I'm eating mac and cheese right now, nigga.
Alright, bro. Can't believe he cooked mac and cheese. He's ridiculous.
One finna. Hey yo, let me know what level of simp that is. Where a chick said.
I leave it right for you?
Yeah, leave that right there. Leave that right there.
No, it's a cheap table. I'm not gonna worry about the fucking plastic table we got there.
Hey yo, let me know what level of simp that is. Because for a chick to say, yo, I'm about to skedaddle, and then somebody says, hey yo, what you want me to do? You want me to go to Walmart for you?
I ain't come out like that though, bro. For real.
So go on finish it while I throw this away.
So when we got to Walmart, you know, this specific individual, she was basically, where are you going? Garbage? Yeah. Bro, it's right here. Why'd you go the longest possible fucking route, man?
Finish your story.
No, this is a lot more to the story.
Go.
All right, bet. So when we got to Walmart, so when we got there, I was like, all right, let's get some shit for the house. You know what I'm saying? I said that a few times just to make it clear, like these are house things, so that like regardless of who pulls up, like they could bask in the convenience of the accommodations that I just fucking went out of my way to provide. You feel me? So that means that if Lo or Lee wanted to, y'all could have fucking took or used whatever the fuck. I tried to make that clear a few times, but apparently it wasn't clear enough because she thought like, oh, that shit isn't mine, so we're not even gonna be doing that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. When we was at Walmart, she was wilding to the point where like she was picking up things that had nothing. She dead ass at one point picked up a robe. I was like, how the fuck is that an accommodation? And I dead ass felt like when like you're a kid and you picking up all these fucking Hot Wheels, and your mom's like, man, put that fucking thing down, man. That's literally what it felt like. It was actually a pretty uncomfortable situation. They're like, why do I have to be telling you this? So eventually, I guess she was cool. And I was like, oh man, crisis averted. I don't really know crisis, man. I just wanted her to stay the night.
Because you was simp.
In that moment.
Yeah, you was definitely simp.
For sure.
But you were in denial about it.
Because it wasn't a 7, man. Okay, so...
Keep going.
So, we eventually came back to the house. We stocked the things, put them in the kitchen or whatever. And I think we came upstairs and I was watching movies or something like that. And then, so the reason why it's called mac and cheese night is because at the time, Lo does this thing where like he'll plan big cooking sessions. Like he'd be like, "Oh, today's the day I'm gonna cook this." And that day he was just trying out like this new recipe for mac and cheese. Like, I don't know why, but you told me about it like a couple times before you actually did it.
This was November, so Thanksgiving was around the corner.
Yeah, and like how the house works, it's like when somebody's on the main floor and like I don't know, when someone's on the main floor, it's like, oh man, something might be going on downstairs. And I'll go to the main floor and then we would be like, oh man, I hear talking. And then he'll go to the main floor and now we're chilling. Feel me? So then I heard Lo making some fucking mac and cheese and we just both went downstairs. Feel me? I'm not gonna lie to you. From this point forward, a lot of the details get blurry for me, except the highlights.
Don't worry about it. I got you.
But don't cap though, because you know I don't remember a lot of this shit.
Don't worry, I got you.
You gonna cap?
I got you. So he comes back, and this is late too. This is like early, like it's getting to the point where by the time we got done with everything, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. So it's late. So I'm downstairs, I'm chefing it up real quick, you know what I'm saying, making massive mistakes. And
a lot of those.
Waleed was telling me how, my boy to my left had simp for her.
Word, because when we got to the door, Waleed was like, I don't know, Waleed's just very like invasive, but like in a way that I don't give a fuck about, but that apparently was a problem for her. Mm-hmm. So like when we got to the crib with the bags, I didn't even, no cap, I didn't want none of y'all to see that shit because I was like, I already know what they're gonna be saying. But when we got to the door, Waleed, I guess he was already on the main floor. He's like, oh, well, hello there. And he just like, well, what is that? Because me and Waleed, like when he eats bad, I'm like, is that Reese's? And I throw it out or whatever. So Waleed was doing the same thing where he's like, he just wanted to see what kind of bad food I ordered or bought at the grocery store. Mm-hmm. Feel me? But it wasn't bad food. It was just accommodations. So then Waleed saw it and then he just paused and he was like, yeah, I'm not going to say nothing. And I guess, well, he went and said something to you, but she was annoyed that he's like, why is he checking out? Why did he need to do that? Like, why does he feel like I'm a grown? And I was like, oh man, it's Waleed, man. It's fucking Waleed, bro. Leave Waleed alone. Waleed is a little obtrusive at times. If it is a problem, I'll tell Waleed to never look at grocery bags again.
So after Waleed does that, he comes downstairs. He said, hey, yo, Lo.
Is that the first thing he did?
Agent. He was upstairs for a second, but then he came downstairs. He's like, yo, Lo, agent out here simping, bro. He went to Walmart and literally bought her groceries, and now they in our house.
Now keep in mind, it was like $30, $40 max, maybe $50, bro, max. It wasn't. Y'all acting like I dropped a bag or something like that when I came back.
So then I go upstairs, I'm about to be on big bucks troll. Came upstairs. I was like, I might as well start, making this mac and cheese, start chilling real quick. So then I'm upstairs, and me and Waleed going through the refrigerator to figure out what was bought. And it's nothing, like it's like things that nobody else will really eat in the house. And it ain't like it's some when it was like something like silk milk or some shit like that, like we gonna drink milk, it's gonna be like regular 2% milk. But it was like some maybe like silk
like
milk.
Almond milk, yeah.
Almond milk. But then like outside of that, it was like nuts. I know I literally can't eat nuts. It was this green juice or some shit like that nobody in the house has ever bought. And it was a few other things. Yeah. Coffee. Nobody in the house drinks coffee. And so it was a few things that some people might be able to eat, but nothing crazy. So then I'm like, oh man, he went crazy. He went crazy at Walmart. Got the bag, came back with some grocery bags and dropped it off at the crib. And what's even crazier is this how she capped to him by saying there was nothing in the house. There was food in the house. Because when I bought the stuff to make the macaroni and cheese, I bought other things to like cook in the house.
Like what?
Like it was ham, cheese, bread. Make yourself a bologna sandwich. And shut the fuck up. You go to somebody else's house, like shut up. Go to somebody else or go back to your house. I mean, or order food or Uber. This is before.
But to be fair, she was trying to do that, and I was like, nah, I don't want you to be doing that.
Why not?
Because I said I wanted her to stay over.
No, she could just go to her house and come back.
She wasn't gonna do that because she's petty and toxic. So
that's
she's gonna go there and never return, and probably not speak to me for like a week.
That's on her. But basically, she wants something specifically at the house for her. So we were at a point. Basically, we were at the point of their relationship.
It wasn't a relationship.
Where she was leaving flip flops at the house, toothbrushes. Now. And at that point, I really didn't give a fuck because it really wasn't that intrusive or nothing like that. But now, She leaving groceries at the house too. Cause again, it's stuff that nobody's gonna eat but her.
Now, to be fair, bro.
No. So then I'm making the macaroni. I start making mac and cheese downstairs in the kitchen. So me and Willie is trolling, and eventually like, people like her and Agent can smell it. So they come downstairs in the kitchen, and they're like, "Oh, what you making? What you making? What you making?" And honestly, me and her were cool at that point. I think I had no problem. I still really don't have that much of a problem with her. But me and her were cool. So I'm talking to her, going back and forth, yada yada yada. And then I'm like, "Hey, yeah, I'm about to make this mac and cheese." But in the meantime, I'm actually kind of hungry, so I'm about to go eat these chicken biscuits real quick. Because he had bought chicken biscuits. While this is going on, Waleed and Agent trying to figure out who that food is for. And Agent is like, "Oh, that's for the house. That food for the house. That's for everybody." Both me and Waleed looking at him crazy like, that clearly cannot be for everyone because, like, nigga, like that's stuff that nobody else in this house eats but her. And again, I really wouldn't even trip like that, but now that you just lying to the homies about who the food is for, so now I gotta go another level of troll. So I was like, let me go get these chicken biscuits since it's for the house. She like, no, that's mine. That's my chicken biscuits. No, you can't have none. Those are mine. I'm like, but Agent, you said it was for the house.
And I was looking at her like, I thought I clarified it was for that.
So Agent now trying to play, he on the fence like, but he looking at me like, yo, chill out. But also saying but it is for the house though.
But why are you making me out to be like a bitch in this episode, man? I ain't saying like that.
No, but because you weren't stern on what you needed to say. You weren't stern.
Think about what I wanted at the situation. I was so fucking thoroughly entertained that I wanted it to at least play out for a little bit. I didn't expect it to explode, but I just wanted it to play out. Feel me? So it's like, and also that night I learned a valuable lesson. I can't bring any girl that I care about that I care about around low. Like when they enter the house,
but you don't care. You didn't care about her.
But I'm saying now though. No, I'm saying if I bring someone over and I'm really fucking with them, I'm limiting the time they have with
No, because I wouldn't. No, stop.
Yeah, you would.
No, because that comes across as a bad person. Like I'm a bad guy. If you really fuck with her, I'm not gonna like do nothing crazy. But I knew you weren't really fucking with her.
But what if I told you I was just fucking with someone who's casual, but like I'm fucking with her though, so you know.
But you weren't doing that either.
I know, but I'm saying like if I brought someone over and told you that, you wouldn't troll?
I wouldn't. If you actually cool with her, because other people do it too, and I don't do that.
Anyway, so yeah, last like few weeks, I just been like, nah, we about to go upstairs. And the one time I was cooking, I was like, man, I really hope Lo doesn't fucking show up.
And I showed up. And
you didn't troll. I rate that.
Because I was like, because I'm always gonna gauge it and stuff like that, trying to figure out. And even in the beginning when y'all start talking,
I was serious with any of them, by the way. You could have trolled, I wouldn't mind.
No, but
like
saying,
you don't like.
I was gonna gauge.
We need like
it
a
first.
code word. So like, all right, bro, you got your trolling.
No, but I'm gonna gauge it because even with the chick that we talking about right now, I gauged it in the beginning. I was very serious, cordial with her, and as time progressed, I started to realize, A, this is not going nowhere. B, you're not taking it serious, and C, this is way too long.
Yeah, that's valid. So most of the time, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't mind when you trolled. Plus, she didn't really mind when you trolled neither. She didn't like Waleed though. So when Waleed did anything, it was like, I mean, I had to hear about it. But again, she didn't give a fuck when you trolled. So I didn't really interrupt anything I had going on regardless.
But again, me and her were cool though. You know what I'm saying? We spoke the same language, you know what I'm saying? So we was tight. It wasn't like it was nothing crazy or hectic and shit like that. So then, but now we had the chicken biscuits. So I'm like, yo, let me get some chicken biscuits real quick, popping in. Let me eat it real quick. She telling me, no, that's mine. Agent on the side, like, nah, it's for the house. You can't, like, nah, for real, that's for the house.
Man, you acting like I was indecisive and cowardly.
You weren't.
The entertainment of the night.
Not cowardly, but you were trying to like, hey yo, like if she keeps saying no, you might not because I don't want her to get upset because she might fucking leave type shit.
Did I give you that vibe?
Especially because what you just explained to me right now about how she was going to leave.
But I ain't give you that vibe though. Plus, because
you gave me an indecisive look, like.
Oh yeah, I did. Because you doing a lot.
So anyway, I was like, man, fuck this, bro. I'm gonna go grab me a chicken biscuit. Throw it in there, start eating it. So then she was like, but when you get done with the mac and cheese, like, I'm gonna have some, right? I'm like, no. What's wrong with you? But I was trolling because obviously it was a pan of mac and cheese, so anybody in the house could have had some. So we go through all that back and forth. Waleed and Agent off on the side. They talking, they chit chat, they back and forth. Me and her talking back and forth. You know, everybody just talking for a second.
But me and Waleed were talking in Gaysanan. Like
yeah. So then as they're talking, they start talking in a totally different language. So then she get heated.
And that's bro. I've realized, maybe not to the degree that she was, but that's an American thing. Americans feel uncomfortable when you speak languages around they don't understand.
I don't give a fuck.
But you don't. But I'm saying, generally speaking, I've seen it happen enough times where I was like, why do you care? Yeah, and sometimes it's not me. It's just like some dude speaking Mexican with another man, and then it's like I already see the uncomfortable in people's faces.
I see you. I know what you're saying, but
me was just like, my parents did that growing up, so maybe that's why I didn't care. So there's like 50 languages in Ethiopia. I know one of them. Right? Mm-hmm. Now, the official language of Ethiopia is called Amharic. I didn't understand it. I understood like a little bit. My parents can speak that language, and it was like these guys don't need to know this. Let's move into this language now. Yeah. And I always tell them, like, Mom, what are you talking about right now? And I'm like, oh, I know that word. That what you're talking about right now? So I grew up kind of having like, there was times where she would just speak a language I didn't understand, and that was cool. My dad knew Arabic, so if he spoke Arabic, I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck he's saying right now. So maybe that's just because it was used to me. But when me and Waleed started talking Gaysanan, hey, apparently it was a problem. I didn't even realize it was going to be a problem. And the funny thing is, you know what Waleed was saying? Waleed was calling me a clown. But Waleed's not really great at speaking the language, so he was like giving me clues. Like he was saying, Sheen Gadir, like big shoe, like a clown shoe type shit. And I was like, oh my God. So I guess she was seeing that, and she probably thought he was like trolling her. Yeah, he was trolling me.
So then she came up to me, she's like, yo, don't you just hate it when they talking in different language around you?
She said that?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I mean, I don't care. Don't care. So then she's watching me. I'm trying to do like part of it is like a recipe that I ain't really want her to know or nothing like that. It was kind of like a secret type of low type.
You should keep it a secret because it was disgusting.
You ate the whole pan, so shut the fuck up.
That's because I'm an animal. A regular person would not have eaten that.
So then we get done. I'm trying to finish it, cooking and melting all the cheese and stuff like that, layering it properly, yada yada yada. And then I have to go and come back, go get some other stuff. But essentially, I get done with it, throw it in the oven, and now everybody is like off to the side. Y'all go back upstairs.
Yeah.
And then me and Waleed in the collab room talking. And because it's mac and cheese, it has to cook for like hour and a half, 2 hours type of shit. So it's gonna take a while. So, and then me and Waleed leave. We left to go get a cheese grater because at the time we didn't have a cheese grater. And some more cheese.
Oh man, the memories are coming back.
So what was the conversation upstairs between y'all two?
Bro, it's just more Waleed shit. Waleed problem this. How come you didn't say nothing this? And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like I thought we were clear. I'm for the house, not for the house. Man, I was really just trying to stop arguing because after a while. It's like it gets really exhausting arguing all the goddamn time. I think we're just laying in bed chilling though.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So it's probably like 5, almost 6 o'clock in the morning. Mac and cheese finally done. Pull it out. I had already put like an extra layer of cheese on it before that. Let it melt. Take the aluminum foil off. Let it cook a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I pull it out, and I'm actually thinking that everybody is asleep at the time, but everybody's not. So everybody smells the mac and cheese from upstairs.
Now, I heard Waleed say the word ready, and I was like, ooh. Woo.
Oh, okay.
Time to go downstairs.
So then, so like maybe like a minute after I pulled it out, they coming downstairs, and then now it's, let me get some mac and cheese. Let me get some mac and cheese. Really, you're supposed to let the mac and cheese sit because it's like a casserole. It's supposed to like stiffen up a bit. But she just like, let me hurry and get the mac and cheese. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be running because the cheese is still hot. So like you actually have to let it sit for a second. But I'm joking like, nah, you can't have none. Or it's like, oh, you gonna do that? Let me go get some Scooby snacks in there because she also has Scooby snacks, which is ridiculous.
You're doing this thing where like you weren't gonna acknowledge the fact that I bought it, and you're like, man, what are these things doing here? Mama Dukes must have brought them over.
Oh yeah. So in the beginning when he wasn't saying what it really happened, I was like, yo, shit, Mama Dukes came through with the coffee and the Scooby Doo snacks.
He opened up a cabinet like, oh man, Mama Dukes bought some tea.
Oh man, Mama Dukes got some cereal too. Oh man, Mama Dukes taking care of a youngin'. But it was all him. So then we get to the point where So now she getting kind of a little furious. She's like, nah, you can't have that. That's my food. That's mine. Like, yada, yada, yada. Then, you know, Dean had to put his foot down again. Keep her in check. Had to be like, nah, I told you already. That's for the house. So then I'm like, but is it really for the house? Because then this one, I'm like, all right.
I felt bad though, because like it was for the house, but
it wasn't. There was nothing.
You and Waleed were so busy, especially you. You're so busy trolling, and she never was able to acknowledge. Like she couldn't tell when you were trolling. She just thought like you were being serious all the time.
Because honestly, if you had just said it's hers, I more likely would not have really cared.
Yeah, you would have.
I would have cared, but not enough to where I was what I was doing downstairs.
Yeah.
But because it was not only she was acting crazy, then you were acting crazy. I'm like, so both of y'all dumb. So let's just keep doing this until somebody say something. And then it just got to a point where it's like, but like, is it really though? Because the food in there is not something that nobody else is gonna eat but her. It's her shit. Like this is, you bought that for her. Like let's not act like you wasn't simping. She was threatening to leave. You was like, all right, no, I go drop the bag at Walmart. And you got a couple bags. You came back with a grocery. You bought her groceries and then put it in our refrigerator.
Nah, it was like, bro, that's not how I seen it, but all right. No cap. I mean, for real, too.
There's no way you just lying to me.
I mean, so for real.
Because that green juice that nobody ever drinks.
Okay, now that's fair.
Okay, so let's coffee that nobody drinks.
Nah, but I see the vision, though. You feel me? Cause
Shut the fuck up.
No, some real shit, though. Like, when I have people over now, like, I at least want, like, hey, something, you feel me? Like, so it's
I get it, but that's not what it was. Because if it was nothing but cereal, Scooby snacks, and chicken biscuits, then yeah, I understand. But it was some very specific shit that only she ate.
And I never have things at the house because I would just eat them all. So I just go out and get things every few days. So that way, like, if I ever do go on a binge, it can't be that crazy because I don't have that much food at the house. And all the food I do have in the house is things I have to cook. So it's going to take 30 minutes. Yeah. And that's enough for me to not want to do it.
So anyway... And again, there was shit in the goddamn, it was shit in the refrigerator. It wasn't like it was nothing. It wasn't like it was a bare ass refrigerator. There was things in the refrigerator. Anyway, so then I'm basically like done with the shenanigans. Like, but it's really hers because here's the shit, yada yada yada, and you know, you basically bought her groceries and put it in our refrigerator. So then, like, I'm just trying to like break it down because I'm done with this already. It's already done. So then, because apparently this is what she was upset at. She got upset because I was basically trolling and I said it. But then when Waleed said it was our refrigerator, that's when she got upset. Mm-hmm. Because she just believes that Waleed is some bum nigga who don't do anything. And so for the fact that Waleed could even dare say it's our refrigerator as if like he contributed, that's what she was like, yo, your refrigerator? Whose refrigerator? So now her and Waleed going back and forth. So I'm like, I'm not even at that point. I didn't even really acknowledge it until later on. But me and Agent talking like, come on, you know, it's really her food. So then they going back and forth about the pronoun our and shit. It's our refrigerator. Whose refrigerator? Ain't your refrigerator? It's their refrigerator. Da 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 da. And I'm like, I'm not really paying attention. And then out of nowhere, she was like, okay, cool. It's your refrigerator, fine. She then opens the refrigerator, grabs all the shit that this nigga just bought a few hours ago, opens it up, and dumps it down the fucking sink. Goes get the coffee, the fucking chicken biscuits, the gummy bears, the Scooby-Doo snacks, start dumping them down the sink, and she's heated. But I'm still on 10 level. I'm on level 10 trolls. So I'm like, whoa. Before you start thumping shit, let me at least get the honey because I might want to make some tea later on. So I grabbed the honey real quick before she can snatch it. She was like, oh yeah, you go ahead and do that shit. Yeah, go and grab because it's y'all's, right? So I grabbed the honey real quick and I think I grabbed some other shit. Honey's still downstairs too. I should have grabbed the honey and came up here. So then,
but I don't know what Waleed was thinking at the time, but I was just in my mind, I was thinking, oh wow, this is a night to remember.
So she started,
but at the same time, like I wanted to manage how far it would escalate because I never been in a situation with any woman, at least up until that point, where like they went from like the verbal domain of trolling to like the physical domain of dumping things down the sink. And I was like, I don't know where it's gonna go next. So I was just like, I was entertained as fuck, but I was also watching to make sure that she didn't do nothing like that she couldn't come back from. And then, because I already know how Waleed's gonna react, because I know Waleed, so I was like, let's not go through any of that. So while she was dumping it, I was literally just sitting on this right by. I think that's what I was doing. I think I was sitting right by the sink on the countertop.
Yeah, you was on the countertop.
And I was just like, man.
So literally all the shit this nigga just bought, the juice, the almond milk, the fucking the creamery for the coffee, all that, she just dumping that shit. Definitely more than $20-$30.
No, yeah, it was around like 40 probably.
So she started dumping that shit, and then she just go upstairs, just storm upstairs. So now everybody kind of like froze, like, man, that's fucked.
Oh, I went to follow her.
Wait, you stayed downstairs for a second. Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. So then we was like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of tough. She about to leave. So, Simp McGee was like, he had to run after his queen. He ran upstairs. Was like, hold on, wait, babe. Wait, babe, don't
how
wait,
would
babe.
You know
what's
what happened
going
upstairs
on,
if you
babe?
weren't there?
Oh, but I can hear you when you run up. He's like, yo, wait, babe. What's going on,
why
babe? Yo, babe, what's going
Bro,
on?
You can tell the story. You can't cap.
So what did you say?
I've never called her babe or nothing like that.
So what did you say upstairs?
I went upstairs and I was like, yo, what is going on? I said that twice.
Yeah.
And she was so furious. She was storming. She was picking up her things in my room. And so I was like, oh man, that's real fucking tough. And I saw her and then I saw her go down the hallway further for a moment. And it didn't really register to me what was happening. Cause I was like, maybe she just forgot something. And at this point, my brain is on 1,000. I'm trying to think is this as crazy as it's gonna get tonight? Or is it gonna find a way to get crazier? And so eventually she got all her shit and she started just storming downstairs. And then I think did she go back into the kitchen? She must have. I think she went to say bye to you.
No. She just went to the kitchen and Waleed was standing. The way the stairs is basically right next to the kitchen. So when you come down the stairs, you can basically see the kitchen, and Waleed was right there. Mm-hmm. So then she whips back in the kitchen.
Oh shit!
And she just started disrespecting the fuck out of Waleed. I was like, yo, just straight up, dead ass calling him a broke nigga, broke bitch, all that shit, and not we basically as close as me and Agent are right now. That's how close she was, just in this nigga face, yo, you a broke bitch ass nigga.
No, she wasn't. She was on the stairs side of the kitchen, and Waleed was on the sink side of the kitchen.
No, they were not that far.
If I remember correctly, they had 10 feet in between them.
That's even the stair.
I remember because she was pointing and yelling across the kitchen.
But that's not 10 feet or 4. Even that's not 10.
It's probably more than 10 feet.
They were close.
That's how I remember it.
They were close enough to where I was like, yo, Waleed might act up for a second. What's his alter ego?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Nigga alter ego might snap for a second. But she gets her shit off and start going crazy. And she's still yelling as she's walking out the door. Mm-hmm. So then I'm like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of the house, are you crazy right now? Because it was dawning on me the shit she was saying. I was like, first of all, some of that shit you really shouldn't even know. Second of all, I'm like, nigga, how are you gonna disrespect somebody else in their house and think that that's just that's supposed to be cool?
That's the angriest I ever saw you. Now I don't know if it was anger, but that was the loudest I ever seen you shout.
So she was walking out the door. I was like, hey, if you don't get the fuck out of the house. So she went from yeah, Waleed was like, oh man.
Because I don't think she expected that at all from you. I didn't even expect that from you. And I think she was kind of stunned because in her mind, she didn't really have a problem with you. But then
she was wild. The way that what she was saying and the way she was acting as if it was even appropriate to say that shit to Waleed. I was like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of this house, yo.
Yeah.
And she was in the door, yo, what? Really? I was like, yeah, it's really. Walked up to the door, slammed it shut. I was like, you get the fuck out of this house. You lost your goddamn mind. So, Simp McGee agent still out there come on, stop, babe. Come on, babe, stop.
Yeah, bro, if you didn't tell the story, stop capping, man. God damn.
He outside now with her. Now he walking her to the car yo, that was crazy what they did, right? I was just
so what do you even stop the cat, bitch?
I was playing.
No, that's not what happened. A few times I was like, what is happening? What are you doing right now? What was that? That's what I was saying. Maybe in that specific order.
Yeah.
But she wasn't talking. She was just storming into the vehicle.
Because truth be told, we didn't really know what made her snap.
Me neither.
Until
I didn't understand why.
Well, I didn't know until like months later when she explained it to me. That's why I now know it was Waleed. Because originally, I actually thought it was partially me, and because I was on definitely troll level 10 at that day. So I thought she's got enough for me, but I didn't know she had snapped because Waleed said our kitchen, and also at that time, because she was explaining to me as well. I didn't know about what happened earlier that day where Waleed came to the door and then he was like trolling about the groceries. She brought that up too, and I was like, I didn't know, because like, later on we had a conversation about it. She was like, yo, and you played on long with him and stuff like that because Waleed was doing XYZ early on. I'm like, how am I even supposed to know what Waleed was doing early on for me to even play on with that, because I wasn't even there.
He told you.
No, I'm talking about in the moment. How I didn't know. No, he just in that
You're
moment.
talking about like when we came in with the groceries.
Yeah, but I didn't know he came to the door and trolled y'all. Yeah. I just know he knew.
I don't think he was trolling. That's what Waleed genuinely does.
But what I'm saying,
he literally did it a few days ago, where I had a bag and it was just Coke. It was just Coke Energies, and he was like, "Oh," he literally opened his fucking window when I parked Land Rover and was like, "What did you buy?" I was like, "Oh my god!" I just ignored him and walked in. And he didn't care. I guess.
Which is all true. But I didn't know. I didn't even know there was an interaction between them two when they came through the door. Mm-hmm. I just knew that Waleed knew somehow, and I thought he just knew because he went to the refrigerator and opened it up and just saw a whole bunch of shit.
Okay.
So I didn't even know the interaction happened until you had told me, and then later on she had told me that was part of what triggered her. Mm-hmm. So, but then I'm like, how am I supposed to know if I'm downstairs? Like, y'all niggas people be saying that shit all the time. Like, are you always downstairs? Like, so how the fuck I'm supposed to know what's going on in the rest of the house if I'm downstairs? Like, what the fuck? So then he comes back. Agent comes back from saying his last simp goodbyes, and we all in the we all in the collab room, like, and this is like now it's like 6-7 o'clock in the morning. Sun is coming out and all that shit, and we're just like, wow, that was crazy. We just flabbergasted, and we just talking yada yada yada, and we kind of get to the conclusion of like, man, good thing she's not coming back to the house, right, Agent?
And I was like, yeah, y'all right.
And so then me and Waleed looked at each other like, nah, but for real though.
And I was like, yeah, of course.
So then from that day on, we had to have a yo, you can't come to. She was on ban. She was banned.
That was the first person I brought over that got banned. Waleed frequently brings people over that get banned. So when Waleed banned somebody, I'm like, oh man, I must have done something pretty fucked up. But
still gets worse.
Does it?
Yeah, because remember, okay. Then we're sitting down chatting up, talking and going back on what happened. And then finally we kind of get done because it's like 6-7 o'clock in the morning. Like, all right, let's go to sleep real quick, bro. We'll clean the kitchen later on, yada, yada, yada. So then Waleed goes upstairs. Agent goes upstairs. I'm downstairs. And all we hear is Waleed yelling, yo, what the fuck? When she went to go dip in the cut, when they were upstairs and Agent was simping trying to figure out what happened, she went in this man Waleed's room and opened up some barbecue Frito chips and poured it all on his bed and all on his rug. And
you remember a couple podcasts ago we were talking about, Waleed loves his bed, man.
Loves his bed. And not only he loves it though, but it was silk blankets. So any type of grease or oil stains that get on it, it's on it. It's done.
For real?
Yeah.
That's tough. I was eating on my bed. I got silk blankets. Literally 2 days ago. Wow, that was a mistake.
She just dumped it and she left it. So then Waleed snapped.
He's just pacing like.
He's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
And I was like, nothing is the answer actually.
He was like, nah. I'm gonna get my bat. I was like, what the fuck, Waleed? Nah. So Waleed spent the next 10-15 minutes looking for his bat. And I was like, this is ridiculous. While me and Agent in his room cleaning up all the chips and stuff like that.
The least I could do. Feel me? If I didn't do that and Waleed came back and it was still a disaster. Because when we opened my door, I'm trying to sleep and shit. It's 7 a.m. Everyone's tired. And he's like, yo. And it was a type of yo where I was like, why are you coming at me disrespectful right now? And then I heard why, and I was like, oh, see, that's my bad.
So then, while we're in Waleed's room cleaning up the mess,
Oh, man.
all we hear is Waleed's massive engine in his what's it called, his muffler making noise. We're like, Waleed he not really about to go leave with a bat, is he? Waleed not really about to, because that's how close she is to the house. You can just go up there real quick. I was like, Waleed's not really about to go out there, right? So Waleed backs out. We look outside. Nigga gone.
You ain't had to look. You could hear it.
Oh, you can hear it. Nigga's gone, bro. So now we just trying to call Waleed like, hey, yo, nigga, you need to chill out, bro. Yeah, you in a whole nother right now. You need to just chill out for a second. Luckily, she wasn't there. She had dipped somewhere else after she felt like she got violated. She didn't go straight home. She went somewhere. And Waleed didn't catch a charge, luckily, because he came back to the house. He was like, I'm cool now. I'm good. I just need to drive real quick. Yeah, I'm cool. Came back to the house. And
I was like, see what I did, man? I cleaned your bed. Say thank you.
Yo. Oh, if you on Apple, you're not gonna be able to get the pictures, but everybody on YouTube, I still had the picture saved.
Oh yeah, no, it was an iconic night. You have to.
Oh man. What makes it even worse? I promise you, 2-3 months later, she's back at the house.
Or hey, but keep it. So
Yo, why did you say? Oh no. This is actually what happened. Maybe a month and a half ago, Waleed was gone, and he invited her back to the house. And me and him had to have a legit conversation like, yo, if she step in this house, I'm going to have to just book an Airbnb and go somewhere else.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes.
Oh, it's sick.
So, like, literally in a month and a half later, he was already inviting her back to the house. But then at New Year's, because that was like in November, by New Year, she was back at the house.
All right, but check this out, though, bro. Hey, like, I wasn't going to go out my way to find any new women. So when she cut, I was literally talking to nobody. Feel me? And so I could have done two things. I could have just started talking to women. But it's been so long, I didn't even know how to do that shit no more. Because in high school and uni, you don't go out of your way to do that. It just happens, right? But I had to go out of my way. I've never done that before. So I was like, man, it's just easier to put up with her toxicity. You know what I'm saying? But it was not, I say this though. Everybody was like, nigga, stop. Now, stop.
Everyone.
Ah, shit. Yeah, everyone was telling me that. Everybody.
Because it was pointless. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It was already done. Like, the job was done. But
now I'm valid, though, bro.
I hope so.
See, really, you know, to be very blunt, I just needed options. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I wasn't willing to go out there and meet new people.
And it's something we've had this discussion about having options.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to have options.
So now it's like, and you know, even before I had options, when we stopped talking, like I was like, yeah, I'm kind of done. But now that I have it, like, there's no reason for me to talk to her. I could just call somebody that's not gonna make my life truly fucking miserable. On a regular basis, not miserable, but just introduce chaos to it. Because I'm never really miserable. She did introduce chaos all the fucking time, man. So, you know what I'm saying?
Sex must have been amazing.
How is that the conclusion you come to, man?
That's because that's the only way I would put up with something that crazy.
Or if you just had no options.
I've never been me in my life, boy.
Okay. Nah.
I just beat my meat, bro. She was doing. I wasn't even talking to her on a day-to-day basis, and I could already tell I would much rather just beat my meat.
Word, yeah, there was a time, for real. There was a time where I went to her house. And, no. I was late going because I was doing a video. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I don't think I told you this before. I might have. I don't think I did. And she was like, hey, man, could you grab me some water before you come here? And she's like, just get me like a 24-pack of like Nestle or whatever, just regular generic brand, right? Now, I put up to the gas station. I was already mad late. So I got myself a couple waters, and I just got her some smart waters instead. Feel me? But it wasn't a 24-pack. It was just like maybe 3. When I got to her house, literally, she wouldn't stop talking about water. She's like, man, I asked you to do something simple, and then you can't even do that. I was like, smart water is literally better. So if you want like a 24-pack, there's literally more days to do that. If you want water right now, here's way better water. No, for real. And after like fucking 45 minutes, I was like, yeah, I'm about to leave because this is actually like I just had it, and it was after. I don't remember what happened that day, but it was after a long ass day. I be having long days. Like today, long day.
Yeah.
Imagine if I pull up to your house at like midnight, 1 a.m. It's mad late, and you're coming to me with nothing but fucking problems. That shit is annoying. Shit is very annoying. How about I want to hear something like, oh man, you had a long day. Let me take care of you real quick. You feel me? Like this. Man, it was like, man, if I ever, bro, that is the exact type of response I want to hear. Real shit.
It is a fact. So,
yeah, that was very, 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 very incredibly frustrating. Yeah, and then I ended up staying there though. And I'm not gonna lie, I simped that night too.
Jesus, boy.
Yeah, it's a long story. I don't really want to tell the simp story. There's already enough simping going on in this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's enough there.
So let us know in the first of all, let me know in the comment section what level of simp that is.
It can't be a 7. If a 7 is flying a bitch out, bro, how did I just meet that fucking standard by buying some groceries?
I didn't say a 7
what did you say?
Flying out is higher than a 7.
No, it's not, man.
That's fine.
Yo, bro, if you're not,
but you said you were below 5.
Yeah, I thought that was a 4.
No, that's not that's at least average to a 6. Buying someone groceries and then having them at your house because you bought her groceries. You did not buy groceries for the house. You bought her groceries. Okay.
Anyway,
I'm happy you're not in denial about that because that right there was ridiculous.
At the time, that's not how I seen it. But then when you guys explained it to me, I was like, that is kind of what the fuck I just did.
Can you imagine being at Walmart and she's putting shit in a buggy that nobody's ever seen a day in their life?
Word.
And then you just thinking like, oh man, Lo would love that.
I'm
green
thinking to myself
juice.
like, I could see Lo drinking some green juice.
No.
Anyway,
Coffee?
I think she knew though, bro. That I think she knew that. She knew I was gonna put up with it because she thought I had 0 options.
What you did?
I did. But you don't want to tell any female that, you know what I'm saying?
She thought you had 0 options, but still thought you were cheating.
What did she think I was cheating?
Or talking to other women? That didn't make no. I don't know. It just don't make no sense.
Yeah, I don't know neither. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she was kind of right. She predicted correctly. Feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah. Now all of that to say, man, wow, I'm in a much better position now. You feel me? Like I'm a lot more productive. I actually noticed that like when I'm not frequently fucking with somebody, like I'm just more like I like being able to like let's have a date in like 2 weeks. Like let's do it next week. How's that? Is next week cool? You know what I'm saying? So then it's like I have something to do that night next fucking week with somebody I think is gonna be fun, or at least I get to know them. Maybe it's the first date or whatever. But when I'm frequently talking to someone, like if they come over, like I see them like 3 times a week type.
And that's how many times you were talking to her.
Then it's like I don't feel like I get a chance to work on myself for real. And that's probably the biggest thing it was for me is when she would disappear for months at a time, I would get a chance to work on me. Mm-hmm. But then when I was fucking with her, all of that would just slow down for whatever reason. And it's not her fault, obviously. It's just, I don't know, mentally, I guess. You just get naturally more complacent. Well, I get naturally more complacent.
Well, you just got to be around women who motivate you, who have ambition, who have drive. That you be around them and you're like, yo, like y'all be talking and she be talking about all the shit she got done and accomplished and all the other shit. And you're like, yeah, man, it makes me want to do other
No, I
shit
get that. And that's true. But it's also like if I'm making a decision right now to pull up somebody's house at night, right? Mm-hmm. Then that's all time I could be like watching a video to learn something or working on my own fucking videos because that's my damn job. So it's like when I'm not doing that, it's like, or it's really just, and this is what I told Lo when I first got to Atlanta, and he spent the whole time while I was talking to this one specific girl, calling me a hypocrite because like all the things that I said, like, man, I can't even fuck with you if you don't do this, but I was doing that and she didn't meet none of them qualifications.
Facts.
And I was like, no, but you got to look at it like this. I was capping out my fucking mind. But yeah, I don't know, man. I might be just a solo kind of person. There's some women I'm talking to right now where they're doing the most. Like when I ask or like, yo, let's do this. Could you do this for me? It's like, yeah, every time is yes. Feel me? But then it's like, man, I don't even know if I could reciprocate that because it's like, that's so much.
Yeah.
That's so when she asked for something, just by reciprocity, I'm like, man, I gotta do it because she's showing like So it's like, man, I might just be better off by my fucking lonesome for the next
Or
little
you
while.
meet somebody else who also busy, who also got shit going on for them.
You know, I realized though is the people I talk to that, I'm so fucking sick of people pretending to be busy, man. No, nobody's busy no more. In 2020, man, nobody is fucking busy, man.
Some people are.
No, they aren't.
Some people are.
Yo, bro, Davis, we were supposed to shoot an A&P video yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember Davis saying he was busy, so let's do it on Thursday, which would be when we wake up. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking to myself, did I not just fucking go to Wingstop with this guy? How much time was that? Why did he just cap like that? So I was like, man, even Davis doing it, and Davis is actually busy. Man, I'm so sick of people. I think people just have things to do, but it's like everyone on average wastes so many hours in the day doing dumb shit that if you're telling me you're busy, I know you're capping. Just tell me that I am not, or whatever is not a priority.
Okay.
So that's the conclusion I came to. You feel me? So I've never, and I mean it's genuine, I've never met a truly busy woman yet. And I also feel like when I do, I might not enjoy that. Because I'm busy too. So on the nights where I'm available, if you have a schedule as fucking tight as mine, then we're probably barely gonna get a chance to see each other. And that's assuming we even live close. Because a lot of women I'm talking to is like, it's in Midtown or it's near Johns Creek, or it's like, man, it's like, yo, bro, who's trying to drive? Who's trying to do all of that? That's a lot.
I mean, I'm doing that right now though.
You are.
Yeah.
And like I'm trying to like balance out, like, you know, when people come here and when I go to their crib, because I don't want them coming here all the time, but
It's
you know,
way
here
more
is better. It's just, you know, I have a sound system when I want to watch a movie.
But
I'm in my own bed.
But it's the same thing what I'm doing right now. Literally the same thing. Why just be asking like, yo, are you sure you want to keep coming
So
here?
do you think you slow down, just in general, like growth and all of that when you're fucking with somebody?
No, because the other person, the person I'm talking to right now, is also doing things. So it's just like we both want to hurry up and just knock shit out of the way so we can thus make time for each other.
I don't know, man.
That's why, like, even today I was like, man, I need to hurry up and fucking buy a camera. Just buy a camera, start recording, just knock this shit out because I'm trying to prep everything to be done by a certain amount of time next week. Mm-hmm. So just let me hurry up and just knock shit out, prep it out, be done with it. And then when I'm done with it, have everything situated, then I know for a fact I'll have some free time.
It's crazy because the only reason I'm even remotely interested in a relationship is because I had a dream and I was like, man, what is that feeling I've never felt before? That was crazy. Just like, man, I felt connected with this individual. I did not even fucking know, man. I did not know. But I don't know what that's like in real life. So in my mind, I'm like, man, I kind of want that. But then, you know, that comes with so much effort. Like so much effort, man. Who's trying to put up all that effort? You know how often I had to see you? Or like, I'm not going to check in. Like, we're not going to be texting that frequently. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
And I'm not going to answer most of the FaceTime. I'm usually in the process of doing something. Can you imagine? Yo, I had that happen. I had that happen still. I'm like, I tell off rip. Maybe the first few times I talk to anybody. It don't even have to be a relationship. It don't even have to be a female. It could be anybody. Yeah. I'd be like, yeah. So I might not respond though, man. You had to call me or something. I'm just real busy. But I think they hear that so often because everybody just pretends to be fucking busy. They don't truly understand it. Not to say I'm the busiest person alive or nothing like that. But I'm just in the process of trying to make shit happen. And even when I'm not, sometimes I just don't want to talk to nobody. And you might hit me in a time where I'm not trying to speak. And Waleed does that all the time. And he'll walk in here, agent. Well, he won't say agent. Yada, yada, yada. And I pretend like Waleed did not enter my room. He did not say anything. And then he will just leave and be like, I'll try again in 2 hours. Because he knows. But it takes a while for someone to get to know me like that. So then I'll still get like so how come you was doing this? But then you couldn't respond. I was like, shut the fuck up. Why do I feel like, because then it's like, I get the feeling that I owe you my time.
I feel like that too with the person I'm with right now, but even both of us have an understanding that it may take us hours to reply to one.
But that's good. If it's a mutual understanding, then you're valid. Mm. But what if it's the next day though, bro?
It's been the next day.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very valid. Yeah. Like, let's say you text her at like 5 p.m., right?
Like, literally the last 2 weeks, it's been like hours or potentially a next day type of shit.
So if you text her at 5 p.m., bro, and she responds at noon the next day,
I don't trip.
That's valid. See, that's valid.
I don't trip. But she'll definitely. I'll try to definitely do it as well. Like at least say something like before the night is up, like good night type of shit. But like having a full-fledged conversation through text, like periodically through the day, like no. Like sometimes it's been hours, sometimes it's been I ain't respond to the next day. Sometimes it's some other shit.
Word. Yeah. So I'm a man enough now that I'm past all of that to admit that I was simping. You feel me? Like I was.
And you was not on no fucking 3 or 4, nigga. You was definitely
that was a 4. That was a 4.
At bare minimum 6. You bought groceries for if you bought groceries for a woman who could have easily just bought groceries for herself and came to the house and dropped them off. That's what you did. That's how close we are front to her house as well as to the fucking grocery store. That's how close we are.
Word.
We're actually walking distance to the grocery store because we've actually walked that far before.
Amen. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm past that. Really, it wasn't. I was just really caught in a moment in my life, man. Feel me? Where
I'm happy you opening up, man.
Where the most convenient thing I could do was actually to simp, man. You know what I'm saying? At a minor level, obviously. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't the only time I did something like that just because I was like, but it wasn't really, bro, it was a lot of the time was like, man, I'd rather not deal with this. Feel me?
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
So, to preserve my own sanity in my pursuit of not sleeping alone every fucking night, it was just more convenient to, have a mac and cheese night.
You're retarded.
But it was great entertainment, man. I'm glad we.
And I hate sleeping alone, but I wouldn't do all that. That's OD. If we get to the point where you're just gonna be like, I'm gonna leave because you don't have anything in the house that I want to eat, then it's like, all right, then I guess you have to leave then, because I'm not about to go buy you groceries to go put in the house unless I'm really actually fucking with you.
Word. So I think she noticed that, like, by the time we stopped talking. Do you remember in the podcast where we was talking about the breakup? That was with the same girl. Well, you know that I'm saying that to them. That was with the same girl, and that when she started the breakup, and she was genuinely surprised that I was just like, all right.
This is when she assaulted you.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was just surprised, and then like she tried to backtrack because she thought like, oh no, I've done this before. We're like, it's like it's not necessarily an ultimatum, but like she just threatens to end things because she knows we'll get her what she wants type. And it could just be ending the night. It could be a whole fucking situationship.
Y'all were in a relationship, bro.
Because it was a situationship.
It was entanglement?
Yeah, actually, now think about it.
Nah, y'all was in a relationship.
Nah, think about it, man.
Y'all was in a relationship. She had shit over at this house.
That does not mean...
It was a relationship, bro. She called you.
That is reasonable though, bro. Like if I had a toothbrush at her house.
Yeah, I know, because y'all was in a relationship.
Nah, but if I'm there like 2 times a week, I'm gonna want to fucking brush my teeth and shit.
I understand that.
That's not
But that means that y'all in a
relationship.
relationship, bro.
No, it doesn't, bro.
It does, bro. She gave you, she got nicknames for each other and shit like that.
No, we didn't.
She did.
Oh, she did. Yeah. I guess
she
technically
literally
had it too.
Okay then.
So I guess we did. But man, wow.
So y'all were in a relationship. Like I said before, bro.
That don't count though, bro.
It does.
When someone asks me like how many relationships you've been in,
that needs to count as one.
The
of
answer
them.
is still 2, bro.
No, it's 3. You still going with that lie? It's only 2.
Which lie?
It's only been 2 relationships.
It's not a lie. That was just an entanglement. You feel me?
Oh man. Anyway, yo kids, just always know, bro. Just know when to cut it off, man.
Well, that is true.
Know when to cut that shit off, bro.
That is true.
Because you literally dragged that on for no reason, and it just got.
It was. I just explained
worse.
The reason.
But no for real reason, and it just got progressively worse to the point where y'all ended it on her putting your hands on you.
No, she just threatened to mace me. Oh, I guess she ripped the shirt.
Yeah.
She ripped the shirt. Wow.
Exactly, and it just got progressively
that's tough.
worse. Exactly.
Hey man,
man,
it's crazy because I know you've sent more than that. You feel me? You've sent more than.
I've never said that. I've never sent. Hired. I've never done shit like that before.
You just wouldn't let us know that story, even if it happened while you were living here. You wouldn't let us know what that story's like.
I've already said the wildest shit I've done while in this house.
But that wasn't really simping. No, I'm talking about simping right now. And plenty of people, we do wild shit all the time. Literally last week, bro, I was drifting and then I fucked up and my car spun out. And then I literally thought that everything, bro, it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know if my car was gonna recover. And turns out my car was in perfect condition. When I left, it was a goddamn, allegedly. It was, what are the people on the freeways? The police on the freeways? Patrol.
Yeah, patrols, yeah.
Yeah, but they have no jurisdiction on regular roads. He just had to watch me drive away.
Oh my God.
Allegedly. Allegedly. So
the biggest thing I've done simp wise is when I bought the teddy bear.
No, it's not. That's nothing, man.
That's the biggest simp.
No, that's just little old, baby low thinking that was a cute romantic gesture or some shit because you watched a couple fucking movies, man.
That's the
biggest. And it turns
simp.
out she was just using you because she liked teddy bears.
That was the biggest simp I've ever did.
There's no way. That doesn't even breach. That's like a 3, bro. Actually, it was like $100, right?
I must say it's definitely more than a 3.
It might be a 3.5. That's it.
Oh, if that's a 3.5, it's higher than a 3.5.
It's not, because 5 is like okay, and 7 is like, man, you wildin', and 10 is like you bought her a goddamn Maserati Ghibli. You feel me? There's levels to this, man. 5 is like an average simp.
No, 10 is like, well, I'm going to get married to you just so you can get your visa to come over here.
Oh, no, you're right. Okay,
that's
9
10.
is the Ghibli. 10 is what they do regularly on 90 Day Fiancé. It was funny is when I was talking to this girl, we actually have very little things in common. But I felt like I was learning a lot since it's been a while for me and shit just by talking to her because she was so unlike anyone I've ever talked to before that even if it was something that I didn't like, I'm glad that I learned that I liked it. You feel me? I gave myself plenty of weird justifications when I would send a text back like, shouldn't be send this one.
Oh my God. But no, I trust me when I say I haven't sent like that. Nothing crazy. I mean, of course, I've spent money on women before. But that's kind of that's getting old as well. So
bro, have you peeped like this rap? Like Gunna just did it, and some other rapper did it. Moneybagg did it.
Yeah.
Where he was like, man, if you don't take your girl shopping, somebody else will.
Oh well, Gunna said that Moneybagg bought what's her name a Lamborghini Urus.
Okay, I'm not even mad if she's a ride or die or whatever.
But she's not. I
don't know what their situation is.
Only been talking for a handful.
But I would, man, if I was
Moneybagg was just talking to Meg like within a year ago.
Oh, were?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know why he did that. But there's nothing wrong with buying shit for people you care about. I buy shit for friends all the time. Or I just help them out in situations. So there's nothing wrong with that. But the whole like shopping, somebody else can take a shopping. Top comment was, all right, man, make sure you get something good for me. Bring it back by 10. And I'm like, well, that's true.
It's just weird to try to put some type of evaluation on someone's relationship based on how much money you spend at a fucking Gucci shop. Like that to me, that's low key kind of odd.
Yeah, I saw a goddamn billboard when I was driving, and it was like, it was basically a huge picture of a diamond, and it was something like, "You can't stop love," as if the way to show love is by buying your fucking shitty diamond. Cut it out.
That is facts. That's definitely facts. So like, I haven't done shit like that in like a good second.
You bought diamonds?
I've never bought diamonds. I didn't buy diamonds for myself. Why would I buy diamonds for somebody else? Yeah, it's like shit like that. I haven't when I was like at my peak of spending, I might have like said some reckless shit, and then once I got the nut off, I was like, man, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about.
Oh wow, okay, all right, interesting.
Yeah, like I said some reckless shit like, man, I might have to pay your car note, bro. Like, what's up? You struggling?
Oh wow.
Bro? Or like on some
nice.
You need help with rent? Oh man.
And the answer is never no.
It's always yes.
Yeah.
But then once I nut, it was like, well, I don't know how she's gonna be able to make next month.
She hit you up like, so
I've literally gotten that text before.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow,
it was like, don't know what to tell you. That's tough. But yeah. But I've never spent a ridiculous amount of money on a woman. Depending on what we call ridiculous, but I've never spent a ridiculous amount on a woman.
Ridiculous is over like $250, I think. Right?
For one purchase.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it's like an item, I'd understand a little more like if it was an experience. Like, I don't know.
That means I'm about to simp then.
What do you mean?
We in the middle of the podcast. I don't think she's gonna hear it. So I'm probably gonna buy
I'm telling you, I assume any woman I'm talking to is watching these, bro.
not all. I can't. I'm not gonna assume all the way through.
I don't want to guarantee. I talk in likelihoods. There's a 65% chance she's gonna watch to this point. I'm telling you.
Only reason why I'm saying she's not is because she mad busy. She doing a whole bunch of extra shit on the set for
She drives, right?
For like 10, 12 hours.
Mm-hmm. Does she drive?
I mean, I understand what you're saying. Normally when she drives, she's talking to me though. But I understand what you're saying.
Oh man, you have phone like you right there. Like, okay, you at that point. All right,
Niggas wildin'.
all right. She's gonna watch it, so just tell her what she's gonna get. Hey, what did you win? Let her know, man.
I was gonna buy I'm gonna do the dozen, bro.
A what?
The dozen.
What is that?
The roses, bro.
Oh wow, nice.
But I don't think roses cost $250. They might.
Roses?
Yeah.
$20.
No, a dozen.
Like a bouquet?
Like real roses.
Like how big is a bouquet? Can you hold it with one hand?
No, not that.
Like a whole
Like
goddamn
like a
garden?
like a vase. Like you had to put it in there, shit like that.
Oh, all right. You just had to know where to look, bro. You gonna buy her a rose flower, my guy?
Definitely.
And she's gonna plant it?
No. Oh my god.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, this shit is not more than $100, man.
Oh no, you said 200. You said 250.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know what it is, so I got to figure out. I'm gonna have it delivered too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for real.
Have it
I
delivered.
dare you to have a fucking private, personal courier drop that bitch off.
I will.
That's what I'm talking about, man. There's probably flower delivering services that do all of that too.
Yeah. Something like that right there.
Oh, that's regular, bro.
Yeah.
You can get that delivered and everything with some acute card and maybe drop some like Reese's,
Let's see
like
what it
some
says.
chocolates, some Ferrero Rocher.
$350. Yeah.
No, bro.
Oh, why you say it like that?
No, man.
No, we're not doing that.
This is what you can get, bro. You can get her regular ass roses and then put it in your own thing.
What you mean? Put them on thing?
Like if you want to put it in the vase, you could do all that by yourself.
Yeah, but the people who dropping it off. No, actually, I bought roses before. And
I'll drop it off for you.
Sometimes I actually thought Waleed was gonna do it. Waleed in the building, he'll do it. He'll do it for a real one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm probably more likely gonna do that sometime soon.
Imagine she saw Waleed. She's like, I'm not the person I wanted to see right now. Just drop it off yourself.
I'm probably gonna be busy.
They dead ass just pull up to her house.
Probably gonna be busy.
You can do it in like a week or 2 weeks.
I mean, I'm not saying I can or I can't, but I'm just saying, realistically speaking, I'm more likely to be
Look at
busy.
you, man. That means you're in a relationship, by the way. Just let you know.
It doesn't, but okay. We definitely need a definition of like what are the parameters? Because to me, it's when we need to have that conversation and say what we doing, which we already had a conversation, and the conversation was no, we're not. So I need to know.
She agreed on that?
Yeah.
Did she say it first?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. We adults. We not. But when you're younger though, and you just going off of what you just see and shit, and you just think this is what a relationship is. Yeah, that can happen very easily.
Can I send her a message real quick? Man, if you ever hurt Lo,
Yeah, you're
like,
retarded.
yo, you gonna take care of Lo, man? If you ever hurt Lo,
you're retarded,
you have some
bro.
problems.
You're retarded, bro.
I got your back, man.
You're retarded. You're
Got your back.
retarded. You're retarded.
You gotta take care of him, all right?
But so I don't.
After a long day when he drops a 10 out of 10, man, he's not feeling it. And he's like, oh, man, I just want someone to sleep with tonight.
That's
And
great. I ain't done that in a good second. A 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah, because you dropping ones,
I ain't dropping ones, but 10 out of 10.
twos, or threes, fours.
No, yeah. We
Okay, all right.
It's
Interesting.
been north of 5 for a good second.
Nice.
Fact.
Nice.
But a 10 out of 10. Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? You got to let him know, like, man, yo, just know, like, you've been through it all. You've been, man, what's this to you? Bounce back tomorrow. In fact, hold on, let me take care of you. Boom. Whoa! Yo, if I ever get some treatment like that, I might propose on the goddamn spot, man.
Treatment. I love it. But I mean, I say all that to say this. One, I don't know if that would be. I don't think that'd be something though, because it's actually somebody who actually enjoys your company and she likes.
No, there's
talking
nothing
to
wrong
you.
with
Yeah,
that,
that's not
man.
true.
To
That's
the
not
internet,
something.
it might be because fucking I dead ass think like a lot of them don't talk to women, so they're
You
like,
know, it'd be
you
crazy
do
to me.
anything. Like it could literally be something like you dropped her off at her house after a date.
Like, whoa.
What a fucking simp that guy
Or
is.
it might be somebody that you actually are already in a relationship with. I think they don't understand. Like, no, when you're in a relationship with somebody, that's just shit that you do. It's a simp when she doesn't acknowledge you as like y'all in a relationship, or she just takes advantage of you. That's when it's a simp.
Word.
Like she did with you with the
Okay.
girl she's
All right.
with. Okay, I'm just making sure we understood.
Word.
But no, yeah, it's not really it's not it's not a simp. And also I guess it's not 250. It may be scaling a little lower than that. Who knows?
Don't drop 250 on no fucking flowers, man.
I mean, whatever.
Do like 60 at the most.
Whatever it takes.
No.
Whatever it takes.
Yo, bro, bro, send her like a fucking round trip to like Miami or something. Maybe not Florida. Like you could do so much with that money that she would enjoy more than a flower, man. Take her to a wavy restaurant.
It's the thought that counts. So
no, it's not. It's the experience.
Yeah, I mean, who knows if she even experienced that? You also, I actually learned because a female friend of mine told me that it hasn't really happened to her that often. Like it's only happened to her once, and she's been in 3 different relationships.
Who are these guys out there, bro?
It's just ridiculous. I be like, God damn, like nigga ain't never surprised you with nothing yet.
Oh man,
That's tough.
Crazy. So let's say you haven't been though. Like, at what point do you take responsibility for that? Feel me? Like, if you've been in 3 relationships, 4 relationships, 5 relationships. Yo, bro, none of them worked out? Like, what role did you play in that? And a lot of people just always go like, it was something the other person did. Swear to God.
Because hypothetically speaking, even if you are a great person, you are seeking out people who aren't compatible with you. So even in the sense of who you're seeking is still wrong. You know what I'm saying? So you're still doing something wrong regardless, even if you don't want to acknowledge is your fault or not. But yeah, you're right. There's a lot of times it's just lack of growth from individuals, and they don't want to acknowledge that like I'm impeding my own happiness based off of X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I agree. Yeah, a lot of shit it's on them.
Huh?
It's on them. Like it's on the individual. Like
okay.
They need to figure out like what the fuck is going on. What's wrong with them?
You might have just done the exact thing I was talking about. Nah, but now it's real attractive for me when someone could just say like, "No, that was my bad." Like when I hear like my fault, I apologize. Sorry.
Yeah.
And not like an empty sorry, like you recognize. Because in every situation, no matter who's at fault, both parties or maybe all the parties involved played a role in the way it played out. And you guys all could have done something. You feel me? Like even when I'm driving, man, like when somebody doesn't signal and they cut me off, or when someone's tailgating, it's like, man, but I play a role in that. Like if we get in an accident, I could have dodged it. Is it my fault? It might not be, but I could have done something to avoid it. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And even in mac and cheese night, there's plenty I could have done to avoid it. I was just enjoying the moment too much. And 2, I was like in a crossroads where I was like, man, I thought this is what we fucking established, and that's not the case. This guy won't stop trolling, and she's already pissed at Waleed. This is going to erupt. There's no way this doesn't erupt. And so, at least like, because then it's a positive experience for everybody. If you can't learn anything from it, then there's nothing positive that came from it. You just had a bad night, and then hopefully you bounce back tomorrow. So yes, that's why I had self-awareness at number 1 on my list, man.
That's why it has to be self-awareness. It has to be number 1. It has to be cannot be outside of your top 3, in my opinion, bro. You got to be self-aware of what you're doing and what you're not doing.
In general, though, not even just with women, just anybody around me. I just like self-aware people around me.
Facts, bro. Damn, happy you got that off your chest, bro.
That wasn't even the only simp shit I did either, bro. That was just the one you guys know about. That was the most egregious. No cap.
So you simped with her more than that?
Yeah, there was a couple times where I did the same thing mac and cheese night where she was wilding and I was like, I bet, let's just do it then.
Damn.
or like she'll be like, I forgot my wallet, left my wallet in the car. And I'll be like, man. And then like, you know what, yo, bro, manipulative women do this thing where they'll do 2 things. They either call you cheap or boring. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that might get under your skin and be like, I'm not boring. Like, I'm not cheap. Like, whoa, I can do this. I swear, and there's a bunch of times she did that where she's like, man, why you mean? She wouldn't use the word cheap all the time, but I understood that's what she was trying to say when I was like, man, how you keep forgetting things? How's it possible you just keep forgetting things? And I'm the most forgetful person. So when I meet someone who pretends to be more forgetful than me, I don't tend to fucking believe you, man. I'm the most forgetful person I know, and it's by a large margin.
But that's game though. She just putting game on you.
Word, and I realized that she played a lot of games.
She's playing games, yeah.
Word, and some of the women I'm talking to right now play games too. And some of them don't. And wow, it's so refreshing.
Very much so refreshing.
Oh, I was like, man, I don't have to guess what you're thinking. You just let me know. That's beautiful.
Very refreshing. We gotta talk about Nick Cannon before we wrap this up.
What about Nick Cannon?
Oh, you didn't hear what he said? I don't even know if we can like put this on.
Is it gonna get demonetized?
Hey, if you this whole thing might get demonetized with the title I might throw on this, but
What are you gonna do?
you know, abusive girlfriend
No,
ruins the kitchen.
Kitchen makeover or something like that. Nah, I don't want to play nothing that's demonetized though.
Yeah, so basically, and it was crazy because Viacom cut him loose. They fired him. And Viacom is MTV, just to let you know.
Oh.
So everybody who was on Wild and Out lost their job as well. Yep.
What?
Yep.
Wow.
So he went on. He was on his
Wow.
own radio station, not radio station, his radio show, and he had said something along the lines of, "White people are savages because they lack melanin. When you have melanin, you can't be a savage. That's why people with melanin are more compassionate." Type of shit.
Oh man. You know what's crazy? Since I've came to Atlanta, there's multiple people I've talked to with that like frame of mind.
Yeah.
And they believe 100% that they're correct.
Not only they believe they're correct, but they also don't think that they are the R word. Can we say that?
I guess racist.
Races.
Races.
Yeah. They don't think they're the races.
And part of me wants to just investigate what they're talking about to see like, man, what are you on right now? I just haven't done that. Like, yo, what are you talking about? You know what you say? You know what you sound like right now? You sound like a couple people that history hates.
Yeah.
But I just never looked into the shits. I don't know what and that's never happened in Toronto. I just met people like that here.
But they don't. But they think that it's the only way to combat or justify things that happen. They're thinking like, oh wow, like they did this, so then I must think in that capacity, without even recognizing that the same thing you're doing with those people are also doing that to you as well, which is why you call them racist.
So I never looked. I haven't looked into the evidence, but people need to stop like jumping on like. I was watching a video last night from what I've learned, and he was talking about why nutritional science is so complicated, and he was explaining a myriad of examples of where a study would come out with something like coffee is healthy for you because it is. And he would explain the many ways in which they just twisted data to say what they wanted it to say.
Yeah.
And he's like, you have to look in, when you see a study, you can't just take it for face value. You have to look at how the data was researched. And he explained many ways where you can find false positives or come to the wrong conclusion if you're not careful. And a lot of people aren't careful because you have to fund a study. It costs money, right? Universities fund a lot of studies, but so do businesses. So businesses will fund studies that help support the things that's going to make them more money. So that being said, when people, because the people that believe those things, and I haven't looked into it, but what they say is that the science, this is science though. And I think to myself, like, there's plenty of science that's incorrect or just poorly researched. So I don't know if that qualifies. All I know is growing up, I genuinely disliked when anybody would move any kind of specific type of way based off the fact that I was black. And so knowing that, none of my friends did that. And in school, I almost never felt that kind of action, maybe from like a couple teachers in grade 5 and grade 6. And that was it. So I just grew up and everybody was the same to me, man. Feel me? No different. And that way, that's true equality. I'm going to treat you the same regardless of how you look, period. Because that's not something you have control over, man. Yeah. I might make fun of you if it's something you did. Like if you made a mistake and that was a user error, I'll make fun of you for it. But yeah, I'm kind of curious now what the full comments, because he must have said something. There must have been more to it than that if he lost his whole goddamn show.
No, I mean, it was basically that. Like, white people lack compassion because they lack melanin. And that's why they do savage things, and white people are savages, and black people, we can't do those things. And if we do, we just learn it from white people because we have melanin. Yet, like, he was just going on a tyrant like that. And then Viacom actually gave him the opportunity to apologize. And he was like, nah.
He didn't want to apologize?
Didn't want to apologize.
That means he truly believes that.
Yeah, he truly believes it. And they stripped everything from him.
What's everything?
Like Wildin' Out.
True. But I guess now I know he has his own radio show.
And he said it on his radio show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's the thing. So like, to Nick Cannon, yeah, he don't. Like, I mean, Nick Cannon, let's be clear. Nick Cannon been getting to the bag for
years now.
He's now, quite some time. So, but now it's like all those people who was on Wildin' Out, they're like, damn, bro, you can't just
apologize for us.
Oh man, so
And
yeah,
I like Wild 'N
that's
Out
tough.
actually.
I'm not a fan of it, but I like the like. To me, it gets pretty redundant kind of quick. But I do like the idea of what
It is, but it's like it's probably one of the only shows remaining that gives me like a 2000s vibe to it.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
for sure.
So I mean, that's kind of what I loved about it. But that's very tough. Is that why Kareem came out with that op-ed? I read like half of it.
Who?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He came out with a whole op-ed. It was actually very well written. I didn't even know if that was Kareem. I was like, Kareem, you're a great writer and shit, man.
Why do you say it like, your man Kareem, man? You know, we saw what he dropped real quick.
Hold on, let me find this Kareem op-ed. He referred to a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar op-ed.
Nah, but I don't think that's what it is. Also, my man Tory Lanez might be doing some time.
Oh, word, I heard about that. Well, I can't find the quote, but I read part of it. That might have been in response to. I'm not actually entirely sure. Oh, you posted this on Twitter? Oh shit! Oh man! Oh man! That's tough. All right, what were you saying?
Yeah. So yeah, with that, I mean, I disagree with my man Nick Cannon. That's kind of fucked up, and there's a lot of people's lives who kind of got fucked up based off of his beliefs alone. So that's kind of fucked. But in general, though, just in a general sense, what he says kind of.
So that means he believes that he's superior, correct?
Yep.
It's based on that, the way you explained it.
That's what that's how I took it as well.
How could you believe you're more superior than another person based off of a quality you have no control over? Maybe one thing if it's like Zion Williamson. Oh wow, I just said his name correct. Huh.
Oh my god.
That's so crazy. But I'm gonna go back to Zion because that's normal to me.
Oh my god.
Zion Williamson is just more athletically gifted. He's more athletically. He's superior to me athletically in every which way. Mm-hmm. That's obvious, and you could actually quantify that by just making us do like 40-yard dashes and bench presses and squats, and you can come to that conclusion. Or you could just look at us and tell by our physical appearance that he's in great shape, and he lost weight. Shout out to him.
Him and Jokic.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Jokic is
saw that, man.
Slim Daddy.
Shout out to the NBA players who was hustling, in the Rona, didn't put their guard down. I saw Jimmy Butler was bouncing basketballs and shit, practicing in a full sweat in his hotel room.
And they were like, "Hey, Jimmy, that's a noise complaint."
And Jimmy's like, "I don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck, bro.
It's my job. I get paid to do it." Shout out Jimmy. He's one of my favorite NBA players.
He's one of mine as well. He definitely is.
Yeah. That's all that is so fascinating to me.
Yeah, it
The
is.
same way that I want to talk to the Trump supporters. Or just the people that's like real, like even the Confederate, like I just want to, why do you think those things? Just to understand, like I would like to talk to somebody who truly believes those things and is like, truly though, like they will know how to explain it. And I just like, why do you think that though? Because growing up, nobody around me thought that. And I feel like if everybody thought the way that you think, the world wouldn't be a better place for it.
That's a fact. Briefly, Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez might be doing some time because he had However, Meg
Was it in Toronto or Miami?
I think it was Miami. However, Meg said that I suffered gunshot wounds as a result of a crime that was committed against me. So apparently, from my understanding, somebody tried to rob him or something like that, and then Tory had that ratchet on him. He might not actually go to jail. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just depending on if he did everything legally, he might not actually go to jail. And plus, he got the money, so he gonna get the best lawyers. But it's kind of scary. Niggas out here might riding up on people and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time, especially in a pandemic.
For real, yeah. No, I believe that if you are a celebrity, A, B, even C-list celebrity, that you should have some kind of protection around you. There's nothing wrong with that, especially because it's especially rappers. People know they have money and they know they walk around in chains, etc. For a lot of people, you see Tory Lanez, you're not going to see a better opportunity to just immediately come up and just make tens of thousands of dollars that night. Who else gets that opportunity?
Yep.
So of course he has to be able to. There should not. I don't like the idea of preferential treatment. Feel me? But at the same time, there should be a way where these celebrities can protect themselves, man. We saw how X died. They tracked him down in his fucking car, man.
Yep.
Now, for a regular person, you actually don't need the sniper rifle, believe it or not. You don't need that to protect yourself. No one's coming after you. Nobody even knows who you are just yet. Like a few hundred people know max, you know what I'm saying? But when you're a celebrity, and you're probably driving around in the flashiest car that everyone's looking at, probably Lamborghini or something like that, you should be allowed to.
Also, but to be honest with you, I would even go further, not just because I would argue that probably A, B, C list stars, they probably know that they actually need it. I would actually say like H, G level stars probably need to be reminded of it. Because when you're like in the middle of the pack type of star, you're making more money than probably you're not making as much money as a lot of people think you are making, but you're probably making more people than a lot more money than
most people.
Yeah, most people. Yeah,
That's me.
So the thing is, those are the type of people where they think that like they probably think like you, for example, they probably think like you make like $3 million, but you're really just a millionaire. Like
I don't even make that.
So then,
but people think it now because you won't stop trolling.
Okay, so then it's like, all right, so you make more, so then you just need to be reminded like, yo, nigga, like I actually make more than what most niggas make. Probably not as much as people may think I make. So I need to just be constantly reminded of that.
But
all the time.
you also have to remember,
and you're visible as well.
And
I'm saying that to other YouTube peers of mine as well. Who are watching this. Be very mindful.
If you're from the hood, right? Like let's say you're a rapper from Chirac, someone like
me, south side of Atlanta.
Cool. Let's say you're like, let's say you're Ludfo, right? A whole lot of gangster rap, blah blah, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, people is gonna know that he's strapped, whether it's legal or not. They're gonna know he has some kind of protection around him. They'll second guess trying him, right? When you're like Lil Dicky, nobody thinks you're fucking hard, and they're gonna know it's easier to try you. So that's actually the problem I had, is that people don't think I have money by looking at me because I don't dress like I have money. But then if they know who I am, they're like, oh, that's Agent. You know what I'm saying? Agent, he not really like that. We might be able to boom. And, you know, we had a little oopsie doopsie security breaches here a couple weeks ago.
Wasn't a breach.
You know what I'm saying? And we came to the conclusion we needed some fucking protection. Because you never know. There's plenty of places I don't go.
That's a fact.
At all. Because it's not even worth the risk. I'd rather just not. Like, there's areas I won't go. If you had to tell me where we're going before we go, because I had to decide which car I'm taking, because I prefer to take the M4, but there's areas I'm not going to bring that vehicle because it's too much heat. I remember I brought my goddamn M4 one time to, where's the place by Magic City? The food place? Kel's Kitchen.
Kel's Kitchen, yeah.
And man, it was hot. Like wow. Like I was there at 8 p.m. with my M4, and for some reason I was playing loud music and had underbody lights on. I was asking for it that day. And I was walking around comfortably like I ran the city or something. Like I'm just a fucking tourist in this bitch, man. I need to calm down. And I was like, man, this is crazy. And they're not just looking, they're stopping what they're doing to stare who that fuck that could be.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm here alone right now. Gotta get up out of here.
Damn, couldn't even get the Kel's Kitchen. That's tough.
No, I still got the food.
You retarded.
And it took longer than expected, so it was like 20 minutes. And I was like,
Yeah, you like?
Yeah, I asked her like 6 times. She was sick of me. I was like, y'all not done yet? He said, y'all should be finished now, right? So yeah, it's even more interesting situation when you're suburban or people don't expect you to be able to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Like people wouldn't try Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Because he know how to defend himself, but they might try. Like how many times do celebrities' houses get robbed in Hollywood?
All the time.
Happens very frequently. And those guys have security.
Yeah, very frequently.
And it still happens. So yeah, I always think that's interesting. Shout out Tory Lanez, man. I hope he can make it out. And maybe, you know, just because, you know, I'm on a visa as well, so I know there's going to be some complications for Tory Lanez's visa.
Yeah.
That being said, he's probably so plugged up that it won't matter. But there's been people like Gucci where he couldn't re-enter Canada because all the gun charges he had here. And he'd been arrested, did this, did that. So
that's tough.
You had to get so famous for the laws to not matter to you when it comes to immigration. I know he lives in Miami primarily. So
that's tough. That's tough.
Free Tory.
Yeah.
And hopefully Meg Thee Stallion is all right. She was trending on Twitter this morning. They were like, man, who shot Meg? We just want to talk.
Yeah, for sure. Hope everything is all right with her.
For real.
It seems like everything's fine. I think she's the one who's like been responding and getting the quotes.
At first, people said she stepped on glass or something like that.
Yeah.
And so she went to the hospital. And then a few days later, she was like, no, man.
I got shot. I'm
not going to the hospital for glass, guys.
Yeah, so just be on the lookout there, especially on, like I said, all my YouTube brethren, because we're definitely in that class of like making more money than the average person, but not as much as a lot of people may be thinking. But because of the perception, you niggas gonna get tried.
Right. They just think YouTuber, millionaire. Oh, this is the easy lick.
Yep. I mean, really, they think like 3 million, but like I said before, I told y'all a few times, 800 to 1 million. That's all we making over here. So like y'all niggas, y'all.
People will be in my videos like, agent, bro, like you dropped a couple thousand on this cameo, but that's nothing. You know, it's clear to me because I watched the podcast. You make 800 to 1 mil.
Yeah, you do. That's the tax bracket you in, bro.
And I'm like, yo, this low is going a little too far with this, because there's gonna be some people that's trolling, but other people are like, I don't understand agent's fuss right here. His car broke down. He's saying it's 20,000 to fix, but I heard he makes 800 to 1 mil.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh man, I did drop 10 on the car the other day.
That's light. It's like you was just pinching the bank account. You're like, pinching a little bit off the bank account. They ain't can't even feel it. But that's it, bro. I think that's it. That's all the news, at least. You know, it's a short turnaround from Sunday to Wednesday, so short turnaround, not really much to talk about.
You said that shit like we had like a submission or something like that, man. It's a podcast, man. This podcast is for the people.
Man,
what happened to Jalen Rose?
what about him?
Because when I said that, I was thinking like, give the people what they want. I was thinking like, man,
Not too many people working on ESPN. Oh yeah, somebody was recording Rachel Nicholson.
what does that mean?
Somebody was recording.
I don't know what that means.
Someone literally was recording her, like illegally, against her will.
Recording her do what?
I have no idea. It just said recording her.
Oh wow.
And somebody working at ESPN, and somebody's about to get fired. That shit about to get leaked.
I don't understand. What did she say?
No, not her. She's not the one to get in trouble. The person who was recording her. I don't know if it was an audio recording or a visual recording.
Like
I hope it wasn't visual recording, because that would be even crazier.
Of what, like a conversation?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm just curious, because why would somebody get fired for that?
Because it was done illegally.
Huh. Interesting.
It is very interesting.
So yeah, that's it, man. That's the end of the podcast, fellas. If you guys are new, drop a like, subscribe on YouTube, 5-star on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play. What's good with y'all, man? Thanks for listening. Fuck Audio Mac. Shout out to the word of mouth people.
Stop.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, fuck Audio Mac in the comments.
Should I tell the people to go crazy for Hazel?
Might be too late. They all left.
Nah, real ones they know.
They know the gang.
Yo, make sure you follow me on Twitter. I might drop a couple of gems for Hazel.
That'd be wild if you just went after her friend instead of simping. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be so proud of you. I genuinely be like, man, that's my low right there.
Man, you can go on my timeline right now. You'll see what I put down there.
Let me go check real quick. I think people know at this point, like, juicy shit is after we start the outro.
Big facts.
We need your help.
Benny said that I'm
That's the what you call it. You have to go to the replies. Oh, you saw that? Read that Phantom tweet.
What he say?
Just read it.
Glad I got such a real one. Like you watching my content.
But what did I say?
Realest stories from one of the first of all, she's cute.
So then I didn't. So you know what's so crazy? I didn't even know because she's 20 something.
Is this the one that was grilling you?
No. Okay. Me and her cool now.
All right. Can I play this? Mama said, "Stay ready for the cam." It's ridiculous. What does that mean?
She stayed ready for the cam.
Mommy.
What did you just?
The function button is on. My bad, y'all. Sometimes the function button is on. She's kind of cute. I rate it.
Facts.
I rate it.
Mommy. Huh? Did we do it? Why you looking like that? Mommy.
So then I was like,
damn, you know, she has a good relationship with her parents. That's good.
Well, look what she retarded.
What'd you say?
You gotta click the thing, yeah.
Okay. You said,
I low key. I was like, let me see what's going on. All right.
She said, "What, LMAO? No, I don't want to sound like a thirst bucket."
You ruin everything. You ruin everything. Like I swear, you ruin everything, bro. You ruin everything.
So she said, what, LMAO? And Lo said, none. I don't want to sound like a thirst bucket. And she responded with a sideways and a regular crying, laughing emoji. You need to holler at her immediately.
Now go.
Is that her bio, first female dribbler?
Yo, go to the other one.
You need to stop fucking with Pretty Loves Pink. You need to stop.
Wow, bro,
mean,
what's
bro,
up
Tim.
with you, bro?
mean,
Because normally
bro,
she
Tim.
don't have a face cam on, even when she does, not like the greatest quality. So I might cop her the camera real quick, Mike. You know, I'm about to go get the camera myself. Might cop her a camera.
Let's go to media real quick. Yeah, I know you've done this
She know
before.
me, yeah. Also, this is exactly what I did. I scrolled. Let me figure what's going on. Let me look
had
at some
no
other media real
photos,
quick.
man.
Keep
God.
going. I was let me little peep something out real quick, and that was the one I scrolled up on. So then look what I just posted. I was like, let me find out. You know what I'm saying? Let me find out what's really going on.
Oh man, she got Instagram.
Yes, you do.
Gotta investigate that. It's probably linked on her Twitter, right? It's not, man. What the fuck? I hate when people do things like that, but it's probably linked from her Twitch. I hate when people don't.
You literally about to go.
I'm not. I need to make sure she's right for you.
You're ridiculous, bro.
I can't make sure she's right for you, man.
Shout out to my barber, bro. I'm seeing you next week, boy.
Oh man, what you got going on?
My barber?
Yeah,
Getting a haircut, nigga.
I know, but like for what though?
Have you seen my shit? The fuck?
Like, is there an occasion? I don't know what her Instagram is.
Yeah, I got you right here, bro.
All right, bro. Link me that. Oh, hold on.
Don't accept it either.
You're so corny, bitch. You're so fucking corny, man.
But you know, I got a couple of things on it I can't.
Yeah,
no,
you-
no, just
you-
type it in. Type
You
the
need to
thing.
fuck with her, bro. for
Type
sure.
it in.
They don't have to see all that.
Type it in.
Say it again,
What is it actually?
bro. Just say
So
it.
where you at? Oh, Hazel, Hazel.
Yeah.
Childress.
Oh, like the NBA players,
What's his name?
Josh.
Josh Childress. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was gonna say Michael Childress. I'm like, that don't sound
Might
right.
be his son or something. Okay, hold on. We got Good Eats right here.
Good eats.
Gotta
Good
love
facts.
that. Feel
She
me?
cooked that too,
Oh, where? How you know that?
because she said it in the stream. God damn.
So you was in the stream.
Fuck. That be in her stream. Yeah, be in her stream. What's up?
And she hoops. Well, first of all,
Well, Pink hoops as well.
was it a free throw? I could tell because she didn't even jump.
Well, Pink hoops as well though.
That's tough. And she games. She's a top female dribbler. She can carry your bum ass with your garbage, big man. I rate it, bro. All right, you go do that.
That's why I said. Let me
You go do
find
that.
out.
I'm gonna simp for her right here. I
Deal,
don't even know what her name is yet.
Deal.
I'm gonna find it though. I'm gonna find it.
Oh, I've been simming for her,
Oh, really?
for both of them.
Wow.
Pink and her.
They're friends, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, they're
It's
so
a friendly sim.
no, there's no such thing.
No.
I hope not.
I said, bro, you know, I copped them lunch one day. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
Copped them lunch. You know what I'm saying?
How?
I was like, yo, just go ahead and get whatever you want, bro. Get whatever you want on the menu. You know what I'm
So you're
saying?
trolling. Cool.
Uber Eats it. Uber Eats it, yo. Let me know. I got you. Don't even worry about it. Anything you want on the menu, you know what I'm saying?
You're so fucking annoying.
I did, though. I did. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, tell me what the total is. Cash app it, so you don't even
For real?
worry about it, bro. Don't even
Swear-
worry about
Swear
it.
on your life right now.
Don't even worry about it.
Okay, he's trolling. Got it. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, well, Lowe's gonna go ahead and do that. I'm kind of trolling about simping. I just find like some, from time to time. Like,
I love looking at beautiful women, though, that is.
You say what?
I said I love looking at beautiful women.
I know, because your whole goddamn Instagram is
I'm a beautiful woman.
it's really just strippers.
No, not all of them.
Like you gotta
It's a lot of them, though.
diversify
It is
your
a lot.
goddamn homepage, man.
I do. You know, it's so crazy. This is after I've unfollowed quite a few of them.
Wow, you still just loaded up on them.
I was like, yo, what's that pelican on our window? So, it's a Venomoth.
Is that what they're called?
No,
It's trying to make its way in, though.
That's what the Pokemon is called.
Oh, it's like, man, what is that light, dude? I love this light. All his friends are like, man, what the fuck? None of the houses have light like this.
Jesus Christ.
This is my favorite type of light. All right, man. We're gonna call it on that, fellas. I said all the things already. Remember, fuck Audio Mac. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you go.
No, the gang.
Big episode 50. David said he gonna come on next episode. If you don't have him on, it's because he's a fraud and he lied.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If y'all really want David to come on, y'all just have to y'all have to actually pressure him, and I'll make sure I see it in the beginning of next podcast.
Yeah.
Y'all have to pressure David. So
Okay, cool. On that note, I'm gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let everyone know that I've changed.
all right.
Not the same guy anymore, man.
Yeah.
I have options and shit.
Well,
now.
we'll see when another girl comes in here and try to ruin his life. We'll see.
I mean.